How are you today, Councillor?
Oh, thank you. Well.
I hope you enjoyed your little excursion to the country on Friday. The old city of Thun is not sufficiently appreciated, I believe, by members of our distinguished diplomatic community here. In my opinion, it is to be recommended not only for its antiquity, but also for its banking facilities. You agree? My name is Kurt Siebel, sir. I am chief investigator to the Cantonal Bank Bern in Thun. We have certain questions relating to Dr. Adolf Glasser's private account with us. You would do well to pretend to know me. Please do not be alarmed. If you could spare us an hour, sir, I am sure we could arrange matters without troubling your domestic or your professional position. Please. There are irregularities, Councillor. Grave irregularities. We have a dossier upon your good self which makes lamentable reading. If I placed it before the Swiss police, not all the diplomatic protests in the world would protect you from the most acute public embarrassment.
What irregularities? Who is this Glaser you speak of? I am not Glaser. I am a diplomat, Grigoriev. The account you speak of has been conducted with total propriety. As commercial counsellor, I have immunity, and I also have the right to own foreign bank accounts.
There is also the delicate question of your marriage, Councillor. I must advise you that your philanderings in the embassy have put your domestic arrangements in grave danger. Remember, go easy. No speeding, no laughing. It's a Bernese Sunday.
Where am I? I demand to know where I am. I am a senior Soviet diplomat. I demand to speak to my ambassador immediately. I have been kidnapped. I am here against my will. If you do not return me immediately to my ambassador, there will be a grave international incident. You want ransom? You are terrorist. But if you are terrorist, why don't you bind my eyes? Why do you let me see your faces? You must cover them. I want no knowledge of you. I demand!
You are Councillor Grigoriev of the Soviet Embassy in Bern?
Grigoriev? I am Grigoriev, yes, well done, I'm Grigoriev. And who are you, please? Al Capone? Who are you? Why do you rumble at me like a commissar?
Then, Councillor, since we cannot afford to delay, I must ask you to study the incriminating photographs on the table beside you.
Photographs? What photographs? How can you incriminate a diplomat? I demand to telephone my ambassador immediately.
I would advise the counselor to look at the photographs first. When he's looked at the photographs, he is free to telephone whomever he wants. Kindly start at the left. The photographs are arranged from left to right. The telephone is at your disposal, Counselor. Copies of these photographs will receive generous distribution within 48 hours from now unless something is done to prevent it. You will also appreciate that the Swiss authorities do not take kindly to the misuse of their passports, least of all by diplomats. They are also sensitive when it comes to infringement of their banking laws. Your womanizing won't go down too well in Moscow either, will it? How is Madame Grigorieva these days? Will she be pleased by a sudden home posting, followed by premature retirement to some inclement part of Russia? You and all your family, no car, no privileges, unpersons. Sit down. We have also, of course, to consider the effect of these photographs and reports upon certain organs of Soviet state security, haven't we? Certain directorates of Moscow Center, special directorates. We have to consider whether exile is sufficient punishment for one who has so gravely bungled his instructions. Oh, yes. At what time exactly do you expect Madame Grigorieva to return from her mushrooming expedition, Counselor? We don't want you to be missed at home, do we?
You're spies, eh? You are Western spies.
We are officials, that's all you need to know. When you have done as I ask, you will walk out of here a free man, you have my assurance. Neither your wife, nor even Moscow Center will be any the wiser. Now, please tell me at what time your family returns from Elfenau.
Don't do that again, you hear me?
I don't speak to scum like you. What are you, a Polish? Magyar? I don't speak to anti-party elements. I'm Russian.
Don't do it again.
Grigoriev, you fool! You're so weak, so weak. Why didn't you say no? You're a fool and a clown. You should be in the asylum instead of the girl. You are an idiot, you fool.
Regarding your wife and children, Counselor?
She will be home at 1 o'clock.
But perhaps she will be late?
Oh, she's never late.
Then kindly begin by telling me of your relationship with the girl called Alexandra Ostragova.
Huh. You hear that, Magyar? Ostrakova. He asked me about some girl called Ostrakova. I know I'm no such person. I am a diplomat. Release me immediately. I have important engagements.
Alexandra Borisovna Ostragova, so called. A Russian girl, but she has a French passport, just as you are a Russian, but have a Swiss passport, Counselor. How did you come to be involved with her, please?
I need vodka.
Give him a glass. One only.
Involved? You You think I am so base I sleep with mad girls?
Take the bottle outside.
I was in Moscow.
The date, please, Counselor. Give the date when you were in Moscow. Henceforth, please give the date at all points.
August.
Of which year?
Which year? I say August, he asked me which August. I was recalled to Moscow for an urgent economic conference.
Wait. Go on.
I had arranged to pass 2 days in the apartment of a girl called Evdokia, formerly my secretary. Her husband was away on military service. Unfortunately, I was prevented by adhering to these arrangements by intervention of Moscow Center.
We are advised your wife has returned home. It's now become necessary for you to telephone her.
Telephone her?
You will kindly tell her you are unavoidably delayed.
I tell this to my wife. You think she will believe me? She will report me to my ambassador immediately. Ambassador, my husband, run away, find him.
Each Thursday, the courier Krasky brings your weekly instructions from Moscow, does he not?
Oh, your commissary knows everything, eh? Well, if he knows everything, why doesn't he speak to Grigoriev himself?
You are to adopt an official tone with her, Counselor. Do not refer to Krasky by name, but suggest that he has ordered you to meet him for an urgent discussion somewhere in the town. If she protests, tell her it is a secret of state.
A secret? A secret of state? Hello, just Grigoriev. Don't speak to me about food, woman. I'm not interested in mushrooms. Now, listen. I shall be delayed by matters of state. Matters of great urgency and importance. I shall be delayed for several hours. No, you may not know the reason. Goodbye.
Thank you, Counselor. You were describing how you were approached by Moscow Center. Kindly continue with your narrative.
Well, Grigoriev, they tell me, you come with us, we need you. In Moscow, when they say that to you, you do not say a call tomorrow. You go.
And you went?
We drive all night. Then, big gates, soldiers. I ask my escort, is this a camp? What have I done wrong? You're taking me to a camp? They tell me to shut up. We climb a hill. On the hill, a small dasha, a few lights, no luxuries. Who is this strange baron, I ask myself, who can live in a hut and look at the whole world without wishing to possess it? Give me a cigarette. And inside this man, not a baron, a priest, with a deep quiet in him. behind the desk, like you. Grigoriev, I am a high official of state security. I am also a man like you. Sit down. I sit down. Like now. The room. Baron has a prison cell. A high official and needs so little. A man clearly of deep experience. I see it in his face. You meet few men like that. Smoking.
Smoking what?
Please?
What did he smoke? The question's plain enough. A pipe, cigarette, cigar?
Cigarette. American. Oh, the room was full of their aroma. Imagine the influence of such a man to chain smoke American cigarettes in Russia.
And he gave you no name?
No.
Describe the first topic of your conversation with this man.
Women. He knew everything about my little Evdokia, my plans to love her that weekend, about typists, wives of certain comrades, a ballerina in Leningrad. He disposed of all this information in the most disturbing details. Grigoriev, you have no secret from me. I see into your very heart. But never mind. Now you will be my ally, my soldier, my friend, and I will reward you. He was like you, exactly. First pressure, then the reward, the friendship.
Go on.
First, I was to open a Swiss bank account. Not in Bern, where I was known, but in Thun, in the name of a Swiss subject, Glasser. But I am a Soviet diplomat. I am not Glasser. I am Grigoriev. He hands me a Swiss passport in the name of Adolf Glasser. Every month, this account should be credited with several thousand Swiss francs. Sir, you should observe his calmness, his authority in all circumstances. In chess game, he would win everything merely by his nerves.
But he was not playing chess.
Sir, he was not.
So what was he playing? Make haste.
Grigoriev, he says to me, pay close attention. In a private clinic in Switzerland, not half an hour from the town of Thun, is confined a young Russian girl suffering from an advanced state of schizophrenia. Her name is Alexandra Borisovna Ostrakova. In the Soviet Union, this form of illness is not sufficiently understood. Diagnosis, treatment are too often complicated by political considerations. In Switzerland, a more enlightened attitude is taken to these matters. Grigoriev, I speak to you as a father, not a politician. Comrade, I reply, if this Alexandra Borisovna is your child, you have my deep sympathy. He laughed. I had misunderstood him. She is not my child, and my name is not Ostrakov. Pay attention. Oh, I apologize. I feel the natural truthfulness of this man, his warmth of heart, his mercy.
You are a perceptive and kindly man, Grigoriev. These qualities have not passed unnoticed.
Then tells me a great secret. Grigoriev, in the whole history of Moscow Center, there is no greater heroine than Alexandra Borisovna Ostrakova. She has protected us against many enemies. She has mixed with the most dangerous elements in order to deceive them and report their conspiracies. She has given her very body in the cause of the revolution. Unfortunately, this experience has now deranged her mind. She is an invalid. Help her, Grigoriev. Comfort her in her agony. Be a father to her.
Your task? What was your task?
Well, to visit Alexandra every week in her clinic, to pay her fees from special bank account, to speak to her physicians, to be a father to her, and when Courier Kraski calls, to give him each week my report upon her condition and receive special instructions for next visit, to place before her special questions prepared for me by the priest.
And you agreed?
I asked him first 2 questions for myself. Comrade, I said, why cannot this task be undertaken by one of the many Swiss-based representatives of our state security?
An excellent question. How did he reply to it?
Comrade, he said, this matter is too secret, even for the people of my own directorate, too sensitive. As things are now, if ever there should be a leak, I shall know that Grigoriev alone is the man responsible. He's not grateful for this distinction.
I should think not. And what was your second question, Counselor?
Has Ostrakova no parents? Friends, relations of her own in Russia? If our mental clinics are no good, perhaps special arrangement could be made.
And he replied?
He became quiet. For the first time, I would say he showed certain hardness. In secret operations, he told me, each may only know part. None but the comrade director himself may know all.
And did you believe him?
No, sir.
Why not?
He had tears in his eyes.
Next Friday, you will on no account visit the girl, Alexandra. You will tell your wife this was the substance of today's meeting with the courier Kraski. When Kraski brings your instructions on Thursday, accept them normally, but you will not visit Alexandra.
And if I refuse?
The priest will recall you, the Swiss will expel you, Grigoriev will murder you, and you will forfeit all chance of a friendly reception in the West, alone or accompanied, as you wish. Tidy up.
When will I see you again? You desert me, leave me to this Magyar?
This gentleman will take care of all matters of detail. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Sir?
Yes? Yes? What is it?